Hello respected faculties, Assalamu alaikum. I am Sharfaz Rahman Shotcho. My ID is 19101452. So welcome to our robot world. Here you will find an interesting robot which can detect and can also avoid obstacles. Here by noticing on the screen you can see how this robot is avoiding obstacles. Now we will demonstrate how we build this robot and its environment. First, we click on the wizard section and select new project territory. For lighting purpose, we select direction light, and from world info select and edit contact properties. Now next portion will be explained by my groupmates. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Kainat bin Shahin. My ID is 191014228. So I'm going to be discussing the robot building techniques. So first we take a robot from the base nodes, of course, then we add a component shape from the children and we name it as body. So we choose the geometry of the robot's body to be a box-like structure. As you can see, it is a box-like structure, and we select the PBR appearance for it. We then customized the robot's body by adding color to it, reducing the metalness, as well as shaping it to our desired size. We also added physics to the body. Then for the wheels, as you can see, these 4 little red wheels, we added it by the component hinge joint. We made 4 copies of it. If we see inside the hinge joint and inside the device, we have a rotational motor named wheel 1. So basically these rotational motor, we chose it, we scaled it, we translated it and gave it a shape, and we rotated it according to our need. And we also added physics to each component hinge joints. Then we added 2 distance sensors. As you can see, yes, we added 2 distance sensors named DS right and DS left. And we basically added it from the base nodes where we gave both a shape. We checked if the sensors were working or not, and as you can see, they are working completely fine since 2 distance sensor rays are coming out of the distance sensors. We checked on the optional rendering option. Then we added physics to the distance sensors, of course. Coming to the camera, we added a camera. As you can see, it is a small sphere like structure that captures everything in the front. We added physics to it. We also scaled and translated it according to our need. We gave its geometry to be a sphere. Lastly, we added a GPS that tracks down the like the coordinates. We added solid under it, children, and we scaled and shaped it accordingly. So that was it from my side. Thank you, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Nadia Shofiq. My ID is 182011138, and I am going to discuss how some of the obstacles were created from scratch and how the robot recognizes these obstacles and change its course of path. We can see there are 5 obstacles in total. 2 of them were made from scratch and the other 3 were the wall barriers, and that robots had in their features as obstacles. The 2 objects that were made from scratch is a cone and a rectangular solid. So for making the cone, we first added a shape from the base nodes, and under children we gave it a shape and renamed it as cone. Then we chose its geometry to be a cone, and then we selected the PBR appearance for it. We adjusted the height and radius of the cone as well as translated and rotated it accordingly and did necessary changes for it, like changing its color and reducing the metalness of the object to make it look more sharp. We added physics to the object. Then we took another shape, and under the children section we again gave it a shaped object and renamed it accordingly. The rest of the process is similar to what we did in the previous case while building a cone. Now as we can see, when the robot moves, it easily detects the 5 obstacles, and in the camera you can see the objects are detected in red outline. It means the robot is finding the objects, and so the robot changes its wheels accordingly so that it does not collide with the object. It detects from afar and successfully avoids this obstacle. So in the simulation we can see the similar things happening as the robot moves and detects the objects that are scattered around the field randomly. Thus the sole purpose of a robot is fulfilled. Thank you everyone. Now the code part will be discussed by my next groupmate.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Tasim Tahmid and my ID is 19101490. My part is to explain the coding part of our project. In our project, we have used C++ programming language. Now let's start. In the first part of our code, we have the including header file part, where we have included 4 header files, which are the distance sensor, the motor, the robot, and the camera. Then we have defined a constant, which is time step, and its value is 64. Then comes the main function of our program, and in the first part of our main function, we have declared to object distance, which is distance sensor, and then we have installed the camera for our robot. And finally, in the rest of the code, we have used the wheels, and we have set the velocity and the movement of 4 wheels of our robot. And in each step, we have used the constant time step. That means after each 64 seconds, each part of our robot will get automatically updated, and every part will save its updated value. That was all from me. Thank you.